Alrighty, and so it begins. So it begins, so it begins. We have got the Duel of Fates happening tonight with Max Damage, and rocking out a little bit of Explorer here in a moment, but we're gonna try and get the sound squared away in the meantime, while we take a look at some of these decks. So we've got, like, I don't know, somewhere between 3 to 5 different potential options here for Explorer for the showdown. Option 1, Boros Fires. It's been making an appearance lately. Not entirely sure how great it is, but it sure has made an appearance, we'll put it that way. I struggle to think that this is the right deck ever, and my reasoning on that is, how can this survive against mono blue spirits, and how does this survive against Greasefang? There's so little interaction, there's so many traps that can be set. And so I really wonder if that's, I don't know if it's the right call or not. These Leylines of the Void, I mean, like, Leylines are making their appearance in Explorer finally. We're really starting to see them pick up. Worlds did a good job of showcasing that when you see this mono blue spirits list with these 4 Leyline of Combustion, which, credit where credit's due. It's a very innovative way of dealing with all the grindy decks. Hey, what's up, Lieutenant Watts? How you doing? So I don't know, this Leyline of Combustion plan, I played against it this today already, and you know, I can't say that I love it. I played against it with Rakdos mid, and I won through it in both post-board games. Like, I took 12 damage from it, but it didn't really stop me from just plowing right through, and I don't know, it's hard to say. Lieutenant Watts, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright, getting ready for this showdown with Max, and it's going to be an interesting one. I'm trying to decide which deck, though. You know, like, we have access to the format, and I don't know. There's some decks that are worth playing, some that aren't. It's hard to tell. But in the meantime, how's the sound looking on this one, Lieutenant Watts? What are we looking at for that? Good blend so far? No droning frequency? Thank you, Pagliacci. Thank you. Okay, as long as the audio's good and we're coming through clear, then fuck it. Let's roll with it. Guys, we can take anything we want for this first match. I've got, oh shit, I don't know, like 5-6 options queued up here. You know, there's Greasefang, there's Gandalf, there's Rakdos mid, there's Snow Spirits, there's Izzet Fires, there's Boros Fires, hell, there's even Mono Green Devotion. Any way we want to go, we can do it. The question is, what do we think we need to do to start this bad boy off? Do we want to go into combo land, or do we want to go into the grind? You know what I mean? There's a lot of different ways to go with this. But let's see if Max is ready. I think he should be about ready to rock. I think we start with the basics. You know, back to basics. Play a good, strong, updated Rakdos mid-range list. I mean, we've been working on this one for a bit. I know this list isn't what everybody else is on. Combos for hoes. There's that. What I like about this list is that we have a Rakdos mid list that understands that it needs to be lower to the ground right now. The format has gotten pretty fast, and these mono blue spirit lists are not easy to deal with. They've really come a long way from where they started, and yeah, Shieldred, still a house. So, I don't know, I've seen these Rakdos mid lists go into Braids and Eliminates, and I've seen them go into Skyboats and Chandras. I haven't seen Glorybringer in a hot fucking minute. But I'm not sure that I agree with any of the logic in that, because what Rakdos really wants to do is just dominate the shit out of the early game, make sure that you are crippling what they're doing, and then start landing things that are hard to deal with. You know, the 2-for-1s on Fables, the 2-for-1s on Trespassers, the 2-for-1s on Lilies and Bone Crushers. Shieldred, the, you know, deal with me in one turn or get fucked. Kalitas takes over the game with any piece of removal. You know, that's where I think the deck wants to function. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've also really loved seeing these Bank Busters start to see play in this deck. I think it's a fascinating addition that people have started to do. And I don't know. I think this is where we're going to start. I think this is where we're going to start. So let's double check here with Max Damage and make sure that they are ready to go. But if they are, 'tis going to be fun. And I think we are about there. Let's see here. suppose I should probably make sure that they have the profile. Shoop. As you can tell, we have played almost nothing for Arena for this season. I guess we're 8 days into it, and I have just not grinded at all. We started at Plat 4, and we've played 2 matches, so that should really tell you everything. Hey, what's up, Star Trace? How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are about to kick things off with max damage, so let's get it going. Looks like we need exactly 1 minute, and we are ready to rock. Let's see. Standard, no thank you. We're going to explore. For those who are wondering, why explore? It's pretty simple. There's a TCG showdown. Some people will know about this new online venue. I think it's stronger than MTG Melee. It's a hell of a lot easier to get into, and I think the tournaments are a little bit smoother in terms of how they're run. Also, it's the only online platform that allows for intentional draws, and it's hard to respect an online platform that's like, nah, no IDs, only paper. You know what I mean? Because that's a fundamental element of tournament play is, you know, there's 6 rounds, you go 4-0, and you get to double draw. I hate the scenario where you go 4-0, 0-2, and you miss the top 8. I know, I'm a paper boomer, but needs to be said, right? All right. Let's see here. I think Max is about ready to roll, and once he is, we are kicking things off with a little Rakdos mid to start. Let's see if we can get this to go. Do. Make sure we get it right. It's going to be a wonderful evening. I think we're actually doing 5 best of 3 sets. We're going to go the full Monty. All right. It's tournament time. Let's do it. You guys ready to rock? All right, I feel like I should get a pull up here. Start a nice little prediction. Who takes this Duel of Fates? Give you guys a chance to bet on it. Throw a nice little prediction up there for everybody. Feel free to use those channel points and bet on the outcome of match number 1. Because I do believe we are off and running. Let's fucking do it. All right, opponents on the play. We don't have, let's see, Kahira, so we know it's a blue-white control-esque matchup. I like this hand a little bit better if we're going up against the Kahira deck. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Having Lily's pretty big here. The fact of the matter is, we've got spell lands. We've got things to do. Oh, it's transmog. Okay. It's been a hot minute. Are you going for it? You gonna be greedy? Such greed. Not gonna reward that. No, sir. No rewards there. And if you're wondering why Lily, we are gonna run them out of resources. That is the point of this. I don't think this is necessarily a matchup we are favored in, but I have won it a few times. It requires a lot of type play, frankly. And it's not simple. Lily helps a lot here, though. You just keep ticking it up, and you run them out of resources. Yeah, we can push into Bone Crusher here. There's a scenario where they get to go Courier's Briefcase into what they're looking for, but that is far more likely. The good old Asika's Chariotto. Nope, we're still running them out of resources here, though. That's the beauty of it. Oh, Luca, this isn't going to work out well for you. This is just a sequencing scenario. Alrighty. Luca's out. Yep, let's run everybody out of resources. That'll work. And this is how you take game one. Should be fine on this one. Yep. All right. Post board. This one gets a little weird. We actually want the Hidetsugus in this matchup. they wipe out all the tokens, and that's all they make is tokens. So it acts as a piece of removal that also happens to flip eventually into a threat, which we love. Kalidas is pretty awkward here. The second Shieldred, it's kind of awkward as well, but honestly the Graveyard Trespassers just don't do a whole lot here either. I think we can safely get rid of it. Yeah, we have plenty of these drops anyway. I also don't love all these Fables. I'd rather have a couple of Go Blanks and really push the hand out as hard as we can here. We can't do the Kroxa because of the Hidetsugus, but more or less this feels right. You know, let's dump out one more of these and get the anger in just in case. Sometimes you gotta clean up the Seeker's Chariot tokens in a fucking hurry, man. Yeah, this is pretty close to where I'd go. I think we keep the Shieldred Seer. They represent such a clock. You know, it's kind of a 2-turn clock in this deck, and people don't realize that till they start doing the math, but it's basically 6 points a turn, and 12 damage, you're usually able to push through the other 8 pretty quickly, so 12 damage, it does a lot. If you need one more turn, that's 18. So a Mountain and I'd keep it on the draw, but unfortunately not. Not great, but we're going to keep this. Yeah, let's do it. It's a good turn 1, turn 2. After that, oh, see, Fable. Never punished. Fuck it. Let's do it. Okay, so there's a Transmogrify, Anger the Gods, Fire Prophecy, Seeker's Chariot. Do we want the Transmogrify or do we want the Chariot? Chariot plays a much fairer game. Honestly, I kind of want to take the Fire Prophecy. Christ. Let's get the Chariot, though. We don't have to play the Blood Tithe Harvester. We can just chill. Yeah, to be fair, if they're going to go that route, I don't think I mind playing the Harvester. Let's Fable get through unfettered, which is kind of the point here. So Tamiyo safekeeping. Interesting. Very interesting. And there's the Fire Prophecy coming down, I assume. Yep. But what do you tuck? Let's go Fable here. I think we need to correct some draws and get a little bit more action. And I like this for that. Alright. Kahira to hand. Interesting. Let's get a little more action. That's more like it. I'm tempted to take this Tamiyo safekeeping. Okay, so they tuck the anger. Like, we know we can kill this. This gets in the way, potentially, but they might also just choke on this. So, yeah, let's just make it awkward. Apply pressure, continue. I mean, we've still got the Fatal Push. So even the God Draw there, which is Courier's Briefcase, we still get through. Ooh, love to see this. Alright, let's go swinging at the moon here. I don't know. This is my issue with playing these Gruul Titan decks. They feel like there's a lot of awkwardness to them. There's no other way to say it, really. There's just a certain amount of awkwardness. Okay. I'm unsure why they kept the Titan, frankly. It's a little odd. I would have kept the safekeeping just to make sure we get through, but... you know, to each their own. Let's seal this one. Should be good here. Alright, we took the first one, 2-0. Not a half bad set for us. Yep. Seriously? This thing? Good lord. Okay, I think I broke it. Give me a sec. We're gonna pop out of this real quick. Sometimes you break the thing. Not my first time. Turns out if you copy paste a little too much in there, it doesn't like it. And it doesn't respond well. Let's try it this way. Reasonable opening hand. It's about where I like to be, frankly. Without knowing what they're playing, we're not going to leave the Fatal Push up on that turn. What do you take? Just take the Harvester? It's not an easy choice. I think I take the Fable, yeah. So I think we're in for a mirror here, ladies and gents. Nope, Grease Fang, got it. Okay. The Fang is out, baby. It's a little risky. But it also stops them cold, so they have to top deck literally Grease Fang if they want to win. I'll put them down to a one-turn top deck until we seal them out with Fatal Push. Yeah. Do we do the Bone Crusher here? It's giving them one more turn. Ooh. Like, we can just hold up Fatal Push here with the Blood Token, and that's line 1. Line 2 is play the Bone Crusher and push a little bit more on, but if they get Grease Fang, oh my god, what a blowout. On a game that's super winnable otherwise. Let's risk it one more turn. This game has a certain amount of that. Who was the next card? See how close this shit is? Oh my god. So close. Deadly Dispute ain't gonna save it. Fine by me. This is still a W on that basis. And there's game 1. Postboard. Go blank, still fun. Hearses, still good. Cards that matter a lot less. Basically everything that doesn't interact with the graveyard correctly. think we're just dumping out the top part of our curve here and going for it. Let's see. Fable's fine. Lily's kind of meh at best. I actually like the one Culligan's command a little bit more. There are weird scenarios where this saves us. Let's try this plan on the board and see how it looks. Yeah. It's a little slow. I don't love it. Oh, that's trash. Let's try again. 5 it is. Awkward. Yep. We go to 5. Sometimes that's just how it is. Sometimes it be like that. Not an ideal situation for either of us, but maybe they grab the... Oh, there's a greasy. Is this a can't stay away scenario? Just Fable, okay. Are we both in the... Well, no, because if you get the Fable there, you go for it. Shite. I don't know. This is a difficult one. Yeah, I hate doing it, but I think we have to. Fable here is quite something. Kept everything. It's a little terrifying. Okay. Gotta get on the board. So they went grindier post board. That makes sense. The gates are down here. We don't love that. We're gonna see a return of the boat. Okay. Okay. Oh, and there's a boat. Damn. Okay, so this is the way we're boarded against. They push into Soarin' Life. Good to know. I think that should be enough to push us out. We'll give it another turn. Right, you equip, you smack, 6 points to the dome, rawr. Like, this Sorin needs to be dealt with, and we don't have an easy way to do that. That's not going to do it either. They're just going to start boating right through everything. Yeah, even if we blow everything up, they just boat and get it all back. No way through in that scenario. Okay, good to know. Good to know. How do we want to alter? Do we need to alter? I don't know that we need to. Kind of want one Shieldred. Kind of want one Kalitas. Don't really need a bunch of Fables here. Croaks is a little awkward as well, which lets us grab back one Fable. Okay. Let's try it like this. This is one of the more difficult matchups to figure out, especially post-board when they get grindy. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Gonna put me on 5 again? Jesus Christ. Okay, Shuffler. That doesn't matter. Frankly, that's not going to matter that much either, but I think it's got to be a Trespasser that goes. Mold of 5, 3 straight 1-land hands. Feels rough. Feels a little rough. And we just keep rolling. Alright, got the second land. It's key. We would really like to get another one top decked here. Come on, give me a land. Awkward. So the problem is they're set up to play a much better fair game right now. But I think they're missing land drops as well. Problem is it doesn't seem to matter much. We're missing our third land drop, and it's absolutely crippling us here. If we could get a Graveyard Trespasser out, we'd be in a much better position. Yup, it's pretty good. Okay. I mean, at some point we have to draw a third land, right? I know we mulled to 5, but at some point, I feel like it's gonna happen. Yep. Yeah, that's what I would take too. Yep. Like, these unlicensed hearses might be able to one-shot in a bit. We're already at 12 points of damage right there, so... Alright, fuck it. Alright, we're up against this exact scenario, and I would really like to see a way to kill this Kiki before it gets out of hand. Which is weird, because all it has is a Stitcher Supplier. And we are engaged in the weirdest of little cripple fights here, but that's where we're at. That's where we're at. 2 straight moles to 5, and now we gotta deal with this shit. Okay. I think we're gonna die to Stitcher Supplier dealing almost all the points of damage here. It's kind of a fun way to go when you get down to it. Like, we managed to completely obviate everything but a basic... We got Anger the Gods in here. We could draw an Anger, and we're, like, right in it. Or we could draw a Go Blank that does absolutely nothing here. We literally die with 16 points on the board with unlicensed hearse. Boy, is that depressing. Is there anything we can do here? I mean, we might as well. We can possibly buy ourselves one more turn. Was this 7 points? Yeah. Oh, me oh my. It's painful in these moments, chat. It's a little painful. Alright, it's top deck Anger the Gods or die. That's where we're at. Top deck Anger the Gods. One time, chat. Let's do it. No. Oh, man. So close. So we can activate the Hive, swing the unlicensed hearse, and push it for 11 points of damage, and it's still not enough. Alright, Max. Well, I've never had 2 hearses at that level before, so that's kind of fun. Technically, the way to do this would be something on that note, but it's still too little too late. Oof. Alright. What? Alright. It ain't over till it's over. Alright, we got a moment, chat. Let's head back here and let's take a look at this deck. We're about to go into round 3. Max is taking a quick break. So, what do we like, what do we not like? I mean, I look at this and I see... I don't know. Like, I like the construction of this deck still. It still feels correct to me. Those 2 Mold of 5s sucked. We still almost got the last one. Another, like an Anger of the Gods off the top on any of those turns would have put us right back into the running. And with the Unlicensed Sources growing that large, we were mere turns away at most from being able to swing with 1 Unlicensed Hearse and win. So I still think the plan's just fine in that matchup. Maybe it needs a little bit more... Hey, what's up, J. Crow? It might need a little more nuance on my end. And we might have been greedy on game 2 to mold at 7. I'll have to go back and check the tape later. Okay. I don't know. This feels objectively rather strong. Hey, Matty Chu, what up? We are almost into the 3rd set in best of 3 with max damage for our Duel of Fates. We are currently sitting at 1-1, and I am fascinated to see what else we can rock out here. I think we're going to stick with this. This deck continues to impress me with its lines and the ability to try to outplay the opponent to a degree. It definitely rewards type play. Damn. I don't know if we need all these Hidetsugus. I don't know if we need the extinction events anymore. You know, like some of these cards are in here for a meta that I'm not sure exists on the same level that it used to. Like, if we're going to see a lot of Snow Spirits, this can shift a little bit. If we're going to see a lot of Greasefang, this can shift. And that's the beauty of this Rakdos mid-range deck, is that you have such tuning ability with it. I was really surprised not to see a lot of this at Worlds. I understand a lot of people were just like, oh, we go over the top of it. You know, there was the Temur Transmogrify deck. There was the Blue Spirits deck that was prepped for it with Leyline of Combustion in the sideboard. And, you know, there was just Gandalf decks and a few other things running around. And actually, we can take a look at those real quick because they have them down here. In case you didn't know, they are all sitting down here. I think the worst matchup for Rakdos midrange has got to be Fire's lists. And this is the mono red iteration. I don't think this is the strongest one by any means. But if you're looking for something spicy, this is a good Fire's list. It's not great, but it's good. It was over, who played this? Simon Gertzen played this at Worlds. I haven't messed with it, honestly. I struggle to see how this is better than Is It Fire's. Is It Fire's just does a better job, in my opinion, of cleaning things up. I also don't know that these Fire's decks, the one thing I think Simon got correct is you don't need Karuga. Like, Karuga is kind of a win more, and by playing it, you lose a lot of other shit. But these Is It Fire lists, etc., these are all valid options. And this is where I tuned the last one. It's got a lot more game against Blue Spirits because of that sideboard, and also the control matchups, the Gandalf matchups. And that's what I like about the Is It build, is it has a lot more game against those decks. You know, these Mystical Disputes are great, the Shark Typhoons are great. Against other mid-range decks, you have what you need. You know, like, this is already set up. This is kind of like it's pre-boarded against Rakdos mid-range. They don't have outs to this, really. If you land one, it sticks, which means you're going to go nuts, hopefully. And Glorybringer's still really great in that matchup. You also just have advantage engines, and Karuga's really there for Rakdos. That is the one scenario I don't know that it's win more. Sometimes it just catches you the fuck up or brings you ahead. So it's, I don't know, back and forth, back and forth. That's where this deck struggles. I don't think it wins those matchups with any regularity. Like, you'll get a game, but you're not going to get more than a game. And the game you get is the one they stumble, and you don't. Which means you don't even always get that. But the odds of them stumbling 2 out of 3, pretty minor. Pretty minor. So, Is It Fire's? Other Fire's decks, if you're looking to beat Rakdos midrange, play Fire's. It'll stomp it. It'll waffle stomp it. It will, however, have some severe issues with Greasefang. So if you expect to see Greasefang, don't play Fires. It's not good against it. At least not the iterations with Karuga. If you get out of Karuga, you can probably get into something a little bit stronger for it, but The Karuga builds, oh god, no, they don't deal with Greasefang at all. They just pray to get a ley line on turn 0 or else they lose. Or they pray that the other person just doesn't even have it. So, okay, we'll keep rolling, and unless anybody would like to see something else out of those decks, I'm just going to keep running with this Rakdos deck because I think it's interesting, and I want interactivity in these matchups. I want to see how they play out. All right. And here we go. The third set. We rollin'. Okay. I like where this is positioned. And I love the art on this. I am a sucker for good art. And this is fantastic art. Demir. Interesting. Thoughtseize. Esper. Okay. Taking the Fable? Sure. Well, we'll get the Blood Tithe Harvester train rolling and see what happens. I'm not sure I know what list this is, frankly. Okay, a little push action. It's fine, we can do this again. Looks like we're both sitting on 2 lands, stumbling a little bit, that's fine. That's an ugly fucking island, but I understand. Don't love this. Don't love this at all. Look at all these Heartless Acts. Can't hit a damn thing. Thankfully, this can. Yep. Down goes Rafine, and we're still just kind of sitting here. We'll dump a Heartless Act in a moment. I just want to make sure of what comes next. Sure. Take the Shieldred. Yep. This is an interesting list we're up against. Let's hit some land drops, right? I'm really not sure what we're playing up against here. Is this Esper Greasefang, maybe? Okay, it's Esper Greasefang. Got it. Alright, exile that Rafine, and we can be done with that shite. Kalitas always feels good. I mean, they may get us here on a Rafine's Informant. Okay, they didn't have it. Fantastic. Only 1 white mana, so we are not going to fear the Reaper on this one. We are just going to get going. Yeah, we'll wait. We can have one more turn to figure this out. Boo. Boat. Sorry, gang. We'll put it into battle mode here. Boat is out. Boat's a problem. Not so much now, though. Let's apply a little more pressure. Okay, that's game one. I give it some time, J. Crow. You get there. It just takes a bit to get used to it. Truly. Let's try this. It's a slightly different configuration from the Marty one, but it's going to take a moment to figure out. And in the meantime, I like where this is positioned for the Esper Greasefang matchup in postboard. Now let's not do what we did against the Marty Greasefang deck and mold a 5 twice. Yeah, we keep this. We're on the draw. Even if it takes 4 points, turn 1 Thoughtseize, still potent. And they took a mulligan. 2 mulligans. Thoughtseize after 2 mulligans feels pretty damning in many situations. I think if we can get our 3rd land and get this Trespasser up and running, we'll be in a pretty good spot. And there goes the Formant. Alright, so we've got a Parhelion trapped in hand. Yeah, there goes the Trespasser. Yep. Alright, gang. We need a 3rd land. 1 time, dealer. We'll play out a little aggressively with this Bone Crusher at this point. We've got plenty of other ways to interact. There it is. No, fuck off. Okay. Proper. Yeah, it's fair. We're gonna land Bone Crusher with all this backup. There's no way they were pushing through. And that is the end of the 3rd set. Let's go to the 4th set here. So we're up 2-1. And we are ready for the next one, I believe. If you haven't checked out yet, the other side of this is getting played by Max Damage. Links right there. Go ahead and check it out if you want to see the other side of this. We're just going back and forth, you know. Hell, you can put it up if you got 2 screens, throw one up on each, mute whoever you don't want to listen to, and listen to the other one, but you get to watch both sides of the match. Not too shabby. Oh. All right. Yeah, I think this is a keep on the play. Seems reasonable. That helps. What in the bloody hell are we playing against? Oh, it's Angels. Ah, this. Alrighty then. This matchup's always intriguing. It's pretty straightforward though at the end of the day. Blow up their shit. Let's get that Coco if they have one. There it is. Keep the bishops out of the game. First thing, Giada into Youthful Valkyrie is probably happening here. We get to kill the Giada at least. That's nice. They get the Youthful Valkyrie, which is a little annoying, but not the end of the world here. There was an argument to play the Kalitas there and wait on the Bone Crusher, but I really don't like that scenario if it goes the wrong way. That's a little intimidating. That's a problem. Really quickly. It's a very big problem. That is not what I would have done there, but I am happy they did. That's much more manageable, frankly. 6 to the air, yep. Okay, time to find solutions. And those are not solutions. Damn. Alright. Right. Gotta swing first. Let's do a little bit of that. Yep. And in come the angels. A little too late there. Oh, me oh my. Alright, let's deal with this in the board. Holy shit. Nerdy Steve with a rating party of 58. Welcome in, one and all. My god. Consider me very flattered. Very flattered.
Welcome to the dark stream.
Hey, what's up, Nerdy Steve? Good to see you in the house. We are on set 4 of our best of 5 set, rocking up against Max Damage here. And welcome in, everybody. Thank you. Nerdy Steve, you can raid me anytime. To everybody who raided in, welcome. Welcome to the fucking dark stream. Feel free to toss a follow if you want to, and come hang out. Yeah, I was hoping the slightly sluttier attire would work for you, Steve. That was the goal of it the whole time. All right, so we're boarding up against Selesnya Angels, and we're. I'll take my shirt off. I don't give a shit, man. We're going up against Selesnya Angels, and we are going into game 2. We lost game 1 to a yoked out Resplendent Angel that just wrecked us, and now it's a question of how do we need to board this thing. Oof. Cards I don't think matter a ton in this. I really don't think the Trespassers matter a ton here, and the Shieldreds kind of do, weirdly, but the Trespassers are kind of meh. So I'm okay dumping those out, and what else are we dumping out here? Let's push an Anger in for a Shieldred. There's going to come a few times where that's going to be critical. And I think that's it, frankly. There isn't a lot else that has to be done in this matchup. It gets very draw dependent. It's kind of a weird one. Oh, the Kulligan's command comes in. They're on Greater Henge. What am I saying? We can lose the other Shieldred there and push it down to 1/1/1. Yeah, that's a little bit stronger. All right, gang. Let's do it. Chat, welcome in. I know most of you have never seen this before, but this is the Duel of Fates. This is what we do on Tuesdays. And I sincerely hope you come back and enjoy it as much as possible. If you love Steve, my guess is you're gonna love it when I lose the shirt at some point here. We'll see. We get 10 subs, I'll lose the shirt. I'll make that promise right now. Oh my. All right, Lily of the Veils, Fatal Pushes. Steve, I'm telling you, man, I know I'm a bit of a slut, but I'm fine with it. I made my peace. I made my peace. That many quarters. You trying to make it hail? Oh man, that's how you get kicked out of strip clubs. I always thought I was a slightly higher priced hoe than that, Steve, but you're crushing me on this one. Maybe I'm not. Alright, this is a very reactive hand. We need to hit that next land drop. Yep. Let's take care of that right here, right now. No bishops. Not today, not ever. Oh, that's not what you want. Alright, so we missed the land drop. It's a lot of quarters. It is a lot of quarters. Yep. Youthful Valkyrie makes an appearance, and we miss our land drop again. Not ideal. Not ideal. Oh, and a Coco. Yep. Yep. This one's a little rough. That's a little rough. We're going to be able to knock out one of these Valkyries, but it's not going to be enough. Those Anger the Gods, like as you're seeing here, shit just gets out of control quickly here if you're not careful, and this is a matchup that absolutely happens. If we had hit that third land drop on curve, we would definitely be in this one at a pretty high level. We'd just be doing lilies and pushing through back and forth on lilies, but the absence thereof is pretty damning. Interesting. Interesting. I think that's a slight error to put that into play untapped, but I could be wrong. I'm wondering why, you know? Something to look at. Oh, Angels in the outfield. Not the vibes. Not the vibes today. Glutted with 3 drops is not where you want to be right now. It's a little awkward. Angels appears to be pretty well suited to win this matchup, frankly. I didn't think it was going to be this rough, but these, and maybe it might be a little bit draw dependent on this one. It was definitely a close game 1, and this game 2 got out of hand when we missed the land drop 2 turns in a row, which that can happen. Oofda. Alright, so we're on to the last set of the 5. We're sitting at 2 and 2. Can we take down number 5? Let's start with a few corrections here. I think we're sitting on 24 lands, and that just probably isn't enough. Yeah. So we'll go back to the good old-fashioned 1 Shatter Skull smashing scenario. This is the old standby. It's gonna be a close one. I don't love how many 3-drops are in this deck. It feels a little gratuitous. Let's dump one Lily out for that Shatter Skull, make sure we're hitting it on curve the way we want to be. And I think the rest of this is pretty much good to go. Just been a few too many games where we've stumbled, and we really don't want to stumble. Not 100% that it should be Shatter Skull either, but... And actually, given how many of these... No, it's going to be another Hive. Let's just have a few more... It needs to be a spell land. It needs to do something, right? Alright. Shieldred's, Kalitas, Fable, Bone Crusher, Lily's, Graveyard. Yeah, I mean, the rest of this is stock. It's correct. I'm back and forth on the Heartless Acts at times, but it's hard to say no to this. Like, you don't need a ton of versatility in this slot. You just need it to get them. Much in the same way that the Pioneer iteration has all those Dreadbores sitting around, we're on Heartless Act. Same kind of vibes. Alright, so we're 2-2 with Rakdos. Should we... I think we switch it up on the final match, right? We switch it up, play something completely different, and just mess with them. Yeah. Snow Spirits, I think. Sometimes you just want something spicy to finish it out, right? Game time. Alrighty. For your viewing entertainment, a hand that needs to be mulliganed. It's okay. God, so does that. Oh no. Well, this is going to be an interesting one, chat. We are going down to 4 here. Sometimes it goes like that. That's alright. Gotta win through adversity sometimes. Can't just get the easy dubs all the time. Oh, we're not going to give him the card. We'll trade it 1-for-1 with a Bone Crusher. Yeah. Alright, Croxa comes in. We have a long uphill battle for this game, but we can do it. I believe in us. I believe in us, chat. Let's do it. Don't have the fatal push. There we go. Totally fine with that. Alright, if we went on a mold of 4 against Rakdos, it's kind of wild. I don't think it'll happen, but it's wild if it happens. Just putting it out there. Like, they should have a removal spell right here, right now for the Spectral Adversary, and that should clean this entire game up. Yep. And there it is in Shandi. A Shandi indeed. Now imagine we did mulligan and we have 3 more cards in hand. Feel a lot better, right? What? Oh my god, that's so aggressive. I love it. I absolutely don't agree with the play, but I love the aggressiveness of it. Yeah, I mean, we'll play this game back and forth all day. We were really hoping to grab just a Rattle Chains there to seal the fucking deal. We did not get it. Unfortunate. Yep, Chandra comes in and does a beaten. We at least get to Lofty Denial here. That's important. Hey, Slayer Stitch, what's up? Let's kill Chandra here. Alrighty, Fable the Mirror Breaker, that's a good draw for us. Nah, don't mind that a ton either, frankly. Alright, so let's do a little math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 6, 9. Oh, it's the Croxa, right? That's what gets us here. My oh my. It's the Den of the Bugbear that's the problem. We can deal with the Croxa. The Den of the Bugbear represents 4 points, and that's definitely the issue. We have 8 points we need to deal with, and unfortunately Den of the Bugbear splits. I think we just have to hope they don't see it. Let's see what they do. Pretty sure the Chandra not taking down immediately was a bit of a misplay, but look how close we are on a mold of 4, guys. That's quite something. It is not often that on a mold of 4 you end up in this position. If they see it, they see it. Den of the Bugbear wins the game here. But if they go for Croxa, we're fine. Shit. That's when we say shit. If this was a Spectral Sailor, it'd be lovely. C'est la vie. And that's Xaxes on a mold of 4. Alright. Let's move into the post-board games and see what we can do. I think we got a little more damage to deal here. I'm very curious about the Slay Line of Combustion plan. I want to try it out. Brazen Borrower was pretty bad here. And Shacklegeist is kind of meh. And the Spell Piercers are very meh. I am curious about this Cobbled Lancer. I assume it's for matchups like this, frankly. I'm not 100%. But we're going to try it. And we're going to dump out a couple more counters here. Do we go into the Ledger Shredder life? That can't be right. It just can't be right. I do like some slip out the backs. These Lofty Denials can rot in hand sometimes, and I don't love that. One Brazen, they've got 4 Fables. That's enough targets to validate it. Alright, chat. Let's not mold a 4. Reasonable. We'll see if this Cobbled Lancer's any good. Kind of curious. Yeah, if you want to go turn 1 Thoughtseize, it'll be 4 life. That's what I thought. Super unsure on this Cobbled Lancer, but we're going to find out, chat. We really are. No, no, no. No blocks. Cobble might be pretty good next turn. Feels pretty good here. Alright. Cobbled Lancer. You're a card. Interesting. Alright, game 3. This one's for all the marbles, chat. Do we still like that Cobbled Lancer? The ley lines are clearly correct. I definitely like them over the other options there. Do we like Cobbled Lancer? God, why is that such a hard question to answer? I don't think I like it more than I would have liked a Brazen Borrower there. If they're going to play Sorens, they're going to play Fables. These have a lot of targets. Yeah, let's run it back like this. Let's see. Bendito, Bendito, what are you doing here? I don't know, chat, what do you think on this one? A lot of pieces I like about it, but I'm a little uncertain still. I don't know, is Mono Blue Spirits just the de facto deck to make everybody else deal with you? Because, I mean, it is difficult to deal with. The combo decks really struggle with it. It's probably the hardest matchups Greasefang. And it's winnable. It just kind of depends on how you want to set things up in your sideboard. Yeah, we keep this. Ley lines out. Start the game at 16. Fair enough. Well, we're on the flash plan. Rawr. Get him for that point. To be fair, if they blow up Spectral Sailor, it's kind of like they bolted themselves, which I like. They know we have Rattle Chains. There's no reason to launch removal at us. Okay, now we'll just launch a Rattle Chains. They can take the Brazen Borrower. Leyline of Combustion has done a lot of damage this game. There goes the Brazen Borrower, but look, they're at 9 points already. There's a far fucking cry from where you want to be in this matchup. Okay, that's a dead draw. We don't love that. That is the awkward side of running these Leyline of Combustions. Want to blow up Rattle Chains, you're going to take another 2 to the dome to do it. Oh, that is aggressive as fuck with that Thoughtseize. I would not have done that. Holy shit. Can't kill. And that's the game. Leyline of Combustion dealing over 10 points of damage there. Holy fuck. Wow. Fascinating set there. Deck's interesting. Alright, let's run it back. We got time for 7 sets, man. We're moving fast. Let's have some fun with it, huh? We did some Rakdos on the top of it. Let's have some fun with Spirits on the back half of these sets. We went 2-2 with Rakdos. We're 1-0 with Spirits. Let's see if we can get it to a perfect 3-0 and validate the fact that I'm not a terrible player, but I can't design decks well. Or at least I can't tune them as well as I want to. Yeah, we keep this. This feels like it could be a rough matchup. We very much want to ignore what they're doing, and we also very much cannot. They also have flyers, so we don't get to do all these free extra points, all the extra swinging in early on. Like, that's not really how we're going to roll on this. Vigilance on Giada is pretty fucking good at the moment. I really would like to see that. Exactly that. Let's get in there. Supreme Phantom needs to fucking live. Or we are in a lot of trouble. If it lives, well, we've got some room to move with shit. Alright. That is a huge ass Sarah Paragon. Fuck me running. How do we get through this barricade? How do we do it, chat? I feel like I want a million Sarah Paragons in this matchup. That's about a turn too late. Okay, we found the matchup that kind of defines the existence of this deck. Yeah, we have to deny that. Right, comes back. Oops. This is brutal. The Sarah Paragon just sits here. We take it. Yeah. Spell or ability? Good God. Okay, angels. There is not a good way through that with spirits. Let's add some brazen borrowers in. A witness protection. Christ, I'm struggling to find a scenario that works outside of that. Let's see, chat. There's got to be ways through, right? Like, yeah, it's a bad matchup, but there's got to be ways through it. One shackle, guys, feels a little rough here. End up at that. Alright, I think this is going to be just a rough matchup, but we will find out shortly. So far, Angels has kind of cleaned our clock, you know? Yeah, we keep this. I don't love it, but the two guys light snares after rattle chains is hard to pass up. Hard to pass up. Yep. Bishop lands. This might actually be the toughest matchup for mono blue, and I never even thought of it, you know? It would not have crossed my mind that this would have been a tough matchup, but it's pretty damning. Yep, Shaper Sanctuary comes out. No to that. Like, we're racing here, but we really needed like a lofty denial to go with this so that we have 2 more turns. I don't know. Not great. All right. Yep. Just got those for days. Really not good when you get multiples of those. That's pretty close to having what they need. Yep. Triple Valkyrie. Really, 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 really fucking good. Okay. I will absolutely block your Valkyries. Well, Ascendant Spirit is large, but it is not getting through this wall. This bishop wall with angels is kind of insurmountable. Interesting. Pretty good there too. Alright, let's draw 3. Oh my god, 3 lands. That hurts. Well, that was the only way this wasn't going to be a bad scenario, was if they had literally 3 lands in hand to the 3 lands we just drew. And with that, they go up to, yeah, insurmountable. Okay. Well played, Maximo. Well played. 1-1 on the spirits. We're going about dead even here. We're 3-3 overall. 2-2 with Rakdos, 1-1 with spirits. Have not seen a deck that I really have loved yet. Have found some interesting ideas, but nothing concrete, you know? Alright, so we're going to give it about a 3-minute break on Max's end, and that gives me about 3 minutes to decide what to run for the final match. So far you've seen the usual suspects. Rakdos mid-range, you've seen Mono Blue Spirits. Is it time for some fires? Is it time to get a little weird with it and mess around with, you know, Brazen Borrowers? I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Still feels like it's going to be kind of soft to these angel decks, though, which worries me a lot. Being soft to angels, not a great place to be. On the other hand, we could go into full control mode. What's not soft to angels is playing motherfucking Supreme Verdicts. Not sure I love this build, though, either. That just seems wrong. I'd rather have the 4th Supreme. In like every instance. Frankly, I'd rather have it in the main. I don't know why we're not running 4 in the main. I don't like Memory Deluge that much, but I definitely like Supreme Verdict. 4 of these seems a little greedy, but, you know, is what it is. I don't know, this deck feels kind of meh. All these control decks always do to me, though. I don't know, chat, what do you think? What do you want to see for that final match, chat? Shout it out, tell me what you're thinking. Let's see what we can do. We could certainly get a little weird and play some red-white fires. There's, of course, Is It Fires. I can't imagine this, like, this Angels deck cannot be that good, right? Am I missing something, chat? You know, like, I don't think it is. And yet, it's the only deck to XO me tonight. I mean, do we push back into yield Rakdos mid? It's hard to get away from old trusted. You know what I mean? I feel like we gotta give Boros Fires a chance to shine. We haven't messed with it in a while. I'm hard pressed to say this is a better build. Mostly because Sphinx of Foresight is just such a meh card. All hail the hippo. I don't know, chat. Do we push into Boros Fires? Do we push into Izzet Fires? Or do we play Rakdos mid once more? Do we ride again? I don't think Abzan and Greasefang's that interesting. Spirits, it's the same every time I play it. You either feel like you have a god draw, or you feel like you're behind the whole time and you're just trying to eke out a win. And that's not really where I want to be. The Gandalf decks, they're just meh. You know, like they're 50-50 decks. They don't feel good. They don't feel good. The mono green devotion lists, you know, some people like them. I'm not partial to decks that are this linear. I don't think that this is the kind of Magic I ever want to play unless it's like tier 1 bar none. You know what I mean? Like if this is the only option, I'll play it. But when there are other options, this is so linear and it's just not that interesting to me. Also, how the hell do you beat Angels with this deck? I feel like you just don't interact and then they blow you out with a Coco, like singular Coco. Uno Coco. I don't know, based on what I'm seeing here, maybe it is an ideal time to be on Selesnya Angels. You know, the deck has a lot of play. It seems to go pretty even with Rakdos. It's definitely ahead on the Spirits matchup, which is great. I don't imagine that Greasefang's amazing, but you can also just get out of range. Like, that is one of the few decks that can land enough creatures that they play Parhelion and you just giggle and block. You know what I mean? You can just make your creatures too big, and then Parhelion does fuck all against you. Which, it's kind of a weird thing that you're able to obsolete a Parhelion, but you can actually do that on by turn 4 with Angels. Wild, I know. I'm trying to think of what goes over the top of it, because even the Gruul Titan decks, like, Titan does not, in and of itself, deal with the Angel's deck. Alright, chat. Let's throw up something spicy. Let's play something just weird. Let's do a little Boros Fires. Let's do a little Boros Fires. Oops. Make sure I have the right settings for this so we're not in challenge. Bad habits. Alright, Bandito. Let's get into the final 7 sets. If you've been watching, that is a ton of Magic. 7 matches, less than 2 hours. We're booking on this thing. And it's game time. So let's fucking go. And to everybody that stopped by tonight, thank you. It means a lot. Know that. Alright. A little slow, not terrible. We can work with it. Interesting, interesting. Alright, Boros Fires. Time to roll. I assume we're on Angels again. Okay. Alrighty. This is going to be interesting. Return of the motherfucking king. Lord of the Rings time. Kenrith's coming out to play in a moment. Spice. Such spice. Yeah, we go this route. And that is what we call a turn 5 win. Boom. Return of the fires once again. Return of the fires. Feeling it. How good is temporary light? It's not bad against them, honestly. It's not great, but it's not bad. I think we keep them. Elder Dragon War is kind of bleh, so let's just dump that out. Do we want that last one? Those are all staying. Yeah, it's a really mopey, awkward card. I think we have enough lands. Enough of the fluff. It's a very weird list. Oh, that's how you get around Greasefang. Fascinating. Alright, I can approve. Yeah, let's go this route. I kind of like the elite spellbinders in this matchup. Some earlier blocks, the ability to slow down Coco's, yeah, probably relevant. Probably relevant. Immediately punish. We'll take it anyway, though. We're one land out of the Moonblessed Cleric Fire's go, 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 go plan. And that's a decent hand. And there's the land. Just need one more. Boy, do we need a land. I think we have to Fable here so we can find one. Once we get fires going, it gets a lot easier. Oh, shit. And this might be the scenario where we get blown out. Yep. Look at this. Oh my god. It's horrifying. Alright, land. Oh, we didn't even see the land. No. Well, you don't hit your fourth land like that. You don't hit your fourth land. That's how it goes. Sometimes they go hard. Sometimes you get to. Maybe one less elite spellbinder and the 28th land. Let's make sure we hit our land drops. It's hard to say that we need 28 lands to hit the fourth land, but I don't know. Sometimes you just play it like that, you know? It's a little risky. Okay, 28 lands though. We've got to draw one in the next two, right? I like our odds. I know that means we're cursed. I'm still saying it. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Yeah. If they play another speaker, so help me God. I think we just do a temporary lockdown, right? At a certain point. I mean, we'll do a Fable here, but pretty sure we're about to do a temporary lockdown. Feels like that's where we should be. I don't think we need that. Let's get a little more action going. That's more like it. Yep, Cocos. Cacao. Well, this temporary lockdown's about to feel pretty good. Ooh, spicy. Okay. How do we want to deal? Oh, we should have used those. Whoops. Alright, well, that's on me. May have screwed up slightly there. Wow, that is a lot of nothing. Okay. Well, you're coming into play tapped, so I can use you next turn. Yep, jump that Karuga. Take a quick 7 to the dome. This feels about like where I want to be. This Kenrith being able to reanimate some of their spells feels nice. Yep. And that's Boros Fires. I can see why that would be a difficult matchup. I think if Angels gets ahead, it's pretty easy, but otherwise, yeah, it's a rough one. That is a fucking rough one if they don't. Let's see. I mean, is it just that simple, Chad? Is that what it is? Like, you just play Boros Fires and roll through people doing the same thing until somebody figures out how to interact with enchantments? It feels like it shouldn't be that effective, and yet it did its job. It definitely did its job. Let's see. Should probably get on the ladder at some point here and actually make some progress. The ladder to nothing, and yet. And yet. Perhaps. Well, I think that's going to be all on the Tuesday night Duel of Fates. I appreciate everybody for stopping by, saying hi. It was lovely. Nerdy Steve, you know, shout out forever. And a shout out over to Max Damage. Thank you for coming in, having a great time, rocking out. You keep saying that. You keep saying that, Nerdy Steve, and yet, I don't know. I don't know. There's something about you. It just seems like it'd be streaming. All right. I think we're gonna do a quick raid out over to Max, and call it for the evening. Everybody on board? That you stream? I don't know. Your presence on Twitch. I don't know. Something. Oh, damn it. We're trying to raid each other. Oh my god. We're trying to raid each other. The mutual raid. Oh, shit. What happens when you raid into a raid? I've never had that happen. Alright, I canceled it. I canceled it. Hey, thanks, Skillbot. I appreciate it. I tell you what, guys. I've got exactly enough time. I'll dump it in. Let's do one on the ladder. Let's get to Plat 3 to end the night, right? Let's do a little Boros Fires. Is Turtlebox up and running? I never know. The problem I have with this raid channel thing, for those who are streamers and know this, is that it always pushes it over to your top viewed followers. And I follow everybody just so I can track everybody. So, you know, it's hard to see everybody else. But let's start with just a quick run into Plat 3. This deck's silly. I want to see if it's actually good. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's silly. And screw it, you know? Max, thank you for the raid. I was gonna raid you, man. We were both like, oh, it's been 2 hours, 7 sets. It was a good one, and then, nope. Oh, what's up, ICPJs? Good to see you. Definitely gonna have to keep doing these sets. They're just too much fun to ignore. All right, well that makes that a lot easier. Thanks, ICPJs. Hey, what up, Max? Oh, this fucking deck. Okay, so it's mono red Fires versus Boros Fires. To which I say, boo. There's really not much to be done on these turns. Rawr. In comes the crush of the bones. Yeah. Fires lists are like that. They just kind of come out of nowhere and mess with everybody. It's been a hot minute on that, right? So we get to play our Fires too. And honestly, I'm going to play a temporary lockdown just so that I have an extra Karuga target for next turn. Like, this is just to draw one extra one next turn. Alright. Yeah, this is just me getting ready for Karuga life. I don't know that these Fires lists are any good when you get down to it, Max. I think they're really good at punishing mid-range. My expectation is that this Fires list gets rolled by Spirits. And I could be wrong. I mean, there are temporary lockdowns, Bone Crushers, but like a competent Spirits player, I feel like they should be able to deal with it. Do we put Basics in this list? Dear God, did we not put... Okay, we did put Basics. I was like, oh my God. Did we punt it on that? Alright, little Field of Ruins, little Golo. Ooh, Golos. Ooh. There's some spice. Oh, wow. Thank you. Yeah, that round on the Mold of 4, that hurt. That definitely hurt my soul, mostly. Like, how do we not die in this scenario? I don't think this does enough. Right, like we can go Moonblessed into Karuga. Let's do Karuga first. I know it draws one less card, but we're not really trying to... That's more of what we need. We cannot allow Golos to go unanswered. It just goes off. Like, it gets nuts. Karn's pretty good too, I suppose. Oh, Meteor Golem. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, boo. Also, they had the win. That's a little awkward. Like, why not take the W there? Just blow up the Karuga and smack through. At this point, they're going to win. They got rid of our fires. So this looks like the fire's mirror breaker in a weird way. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They had it either way. Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay, so it's a fire's mirror breaker kind of deck. Interesting. These temporary lockdowns do not matter. Elite Spellbinders do, and there's like literally nothing else that does matter in this matchup, so we just click play and get back to it. I think we just need to draw pretty hot if we want to stay in this one. I don't know, maybe Mono Red Fires is a better deck than I thought it was. I definitely didn't think it was that good, but I've been fucking wrong before. Yeah, we keep this. Oh, ladder play. Of all the randomness in the world, ladder play is the most. All these cleansing wildfires. Interesting. Alright, so we need to find fires. And we need to find it now. That's not it. Well, let's apply a little pressure. My guess is they have fires and that puts us at a severe disadvantage, but let's find out. 3, 2, 1, land, fires, fuck. Yeah, sometimes it be like that. Yeah, fuck it, let's swing it. No fires for you. And we'll keep touch the spirit realm so we can flicker some shit out if we need to. Oh, you're all good, Max. Don't worry about it. Mostly I just wanted to do that. I've never done it before. I had to know. Is it a thing, you know? Nice. One, two, three, 4, 9, 11, 12. Fuck it. There we go. Let's get to game 3. It does help to have the Banishing Light. It does help to have touch the Spirit Realms. Being able to take out their fires and knowing they can't really deal with ours is lovely. That said, on the draw, we'll see. Which one's stronger, chat? Let's find out. They get to go turn 3 fires off a Cleansing Wildfire. Ooh. Be dangerous. I'm gonna keep this. We have an answer to their fires. We've got good mana. I'm reasonably confident in the hand like this. Alright, so they have Bone Crusher in hand. That's what those pauses mean, for those keeping track at home. So we blink this one out, and then we go Elite Spellbinder. Ooh, or we can just get into our fires. I think I'm partial to just playing our fires. Like, make them have it. There's also the fact that if we Elite Spellbinder there, and, you know, it doesn't really matter what they have because they might just draw new Fires of Invention, which would be a bummer. This is also an awful lot of not red mana sources. What do we have so far? Yeah. Little mountain action. Oh, that was their... Okay, fair enough. That was their way of dealing with us. Alright. Well. No Fires of Invention for you. Kiki is out. Bone Crusher is probably coming out here. Good lord. It's blowing up all our lands. Alright, so do you do the Cleansing Wildfire? Or do you do the Bone Crusher? Okay. That makes sense. Kind of surprised they're not just playing the land into fires here. That's a little weird to me. Feels like they're wasting a turn almost. I don't know. Yeah, you get the Chandra. One, two, three, four, five. Do we want the Elite Spellbinder anymore? Alright. They have this turn to kill me. After that, the Fable comes out, copies the Cavalier. I've still got Karuga. I feel pretty good about this position, honestly. Like, if they go Fires into Karn, it's both spells, that's it. That's their turn, they lose. The fact that they did Cleansing Wildfire last turn instead of just doing a Fires into Chandra or Fires into Karn minus, that was the mistake. They didn't need the 7th land. They had the 6. That's a pretty egregious error to make, frankly. But, you know, if it gives us the W, not going to complain. Just something to note. Glad we have all these damn basics. I think I actually put in 2 more basics in this list after taking a look at the mana base, and I am so happy I did, because it has paid massive dividends as they've tried to just stutter step me the whole time and have failed on that basis. Gotta love it. Pithing needle. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I see what we're going for here. Yep. So they want to get into Meteor Golem territory, probably. Let's see if we get a Kenrith and just win. Yeah, that'll do it. Boom. That said, that mono red list, surprising. Surprising in how good it was. Very surprising. And that puts us into Plat 3, just like we planned, chat. We've played 3 of these, and we are Plat 3. Huzzah. Huzzah. Nerdy Steve, who do you know that could use a good raid right now? Who's on the list? I know. It's a far cry from Mythic last season, but, you know, we haven't exactly played a lot of Arena. I've spent most of my time on the back end working on stuff for the stream, so, you know. Hopefully the audio sounds better, though. Is what it is, right? I mean, we can grind our way into the top 250 in Mythic if we really want to. It's just a matter of time, right? I'll work on all the back ends. Alright, Max, Steve, who are we rated now to? Top 250 is just tight play and understanding meta, and you'll get there. There's, I would say the top 50 is where it gets really tight. Steve topped 250 people a year ago. Nicely done. Turtlebox? Is Turtlebox out there rocking out? Yeah, let's go say hi to Turtlebox. Let me grab the profile real quick. Make sure that I have this correct for do. Alright, Turtlebox, where are you at? Turtle. I'm not seeing Turtlebox live, guys. Where is he? What is he doing? I do not see the turtle. Anybody sees the turtle? Like, I didn't unfollow him on accident, did I? I'm pretty sure I'm following him. What the hell happened? Yeah, is he live? Are they live? Sorry. I could have swore I followed him. Give me a second. This is gonna bug me if I'm not. Yeah, I'm not seeing Turtlebox live here. Does it just not want to show that? Is that the problem? Okay. Okay, I was tripping. I was like, what? Alright, who else do we know that we like? What do you think? Should we go say hi to Magic Brad 37? It's been a moment. Show a little love. Let's show a little love. Alright, gang. Let's go raid. Let's go say hi. Let's go say hi. A little bit of love.